Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the grab, it's Cameron. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Slithers into space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Makes the catch, it's Cameron. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in an empty set. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The short hands, it's Bachmeier. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. BYU right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Plows through the defense. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Here's the heat. Sure hands, it's Martin. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Wilson. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Prentice. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
On the direct snap, it's Martin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Moving away from pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Cougars in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you've got...
Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, BYU. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. At the 20.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Right through his hands. Incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Prentice. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Cameron. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The give to the back. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Baylor! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Bachmeier. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Quarterback got it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Bears have moved it inside the 20. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Fights off the defender. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia. So if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 11 to Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Ooh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything the play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry up offense here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bring in the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Prentice. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Going to swing it on second down. Extending the play. All by himself. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Bears heading quickly to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Bears will have it 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Scrambling away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Starting to feel a little pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the double. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It's been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Caught close to the marker, it's Roberts. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They go to the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his man. It's Bachmeier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. BYU lines up quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw. Nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way back to the house, and just like that, the 2 gives him the lead right back. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. We got it in the middle. It's Wilson. And he after that hit. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver.
On that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Brings into the open. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
He's got it on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Bachmeier. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Martin. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed on the outside, it's Ryan. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Grabbed near the marker. It's Roberts. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick. You stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset. That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Makes a pass to Marker. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
they're going to ride this running back. Fighting off the defender. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And I think the offensive coordinator will be a little frustrated at that play because obviously it didn't go anywhere, and that's fine if you don't get any yardage, but we're under 2 minutes. You know, we've got the lead. We want that clock to be our friend and to tick, running out of bounds, stopping it, really keeping this defense in the football game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for a crease to the left. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Bears inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Loss of 2. Third down coming up.